Glad to have you join us again on Business Breakfast on iBrandTV. Now let's get talking. In less than a month since the assumption of office, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has proven to his critics that he means business and is ready to turn the economic fortunes of the country on the path of growth and sustainable development by setting the economic direction of the nation through his recent appointment of a strategic economic team. Now, with the inauguration of the National Assembly 2 weeks ago, Nigerians, especially the business community, are eagerly awaiting the composition of Tinubu's cabinet to hasten the process of governance. As the push for ministerial appointment gathers steam, there are strong indications that President Bola Tinubu may have to dump the idea of populating his government with former governors and preferred technocrats and professionals to be members of his cabinet. As we await the appointment of the President's kitchen cabinet, the question begging for answer now is, what are the talks ahead of the ministers with regards to key ministries such as finance, power and oil and gas? To do this, I am now being joined live via phone from Abuja by the partner and senior economist SPM professionals, Paul Alaje. Mr. Paul, good morning. Many thanks for joining us on the program.
Good morning, and thank you so very much for having me.
Let's get the conversation started. I would like to know, what is your assessment of the latest appointment made by the president across various socio-economic lines in the country?
Well, I would say that the recent appointment is more like putting the round peg in round holes and square pegs in square holes. That's what I've noticed from the selection of who will be the security advisor and eventually national security advisor, talking about Mr. Nuhu Ribadu and Tunde Ejun, somebody with both banking experience and some financial experience, even though coming from economic background and full economic graph may be a challenge, but we have seen the possibility that yes, that could be worked on. I've also seen the kind of president that was appointed for power, and I can tell you to a large extent that the appointments to reasonable extent, like what we have seen before, is putting right people in right position so that they can help the business of government to progress significantly.
This is the first time in the history of this country that we are having a special advisor to any sitting president on monetary policy. How does this come to you? What's your reaction to this?
It's a major need. Over the time, the previous president have paid less attention. I think President Obasanjo had a special advisor on the economy, directly talking about Chukwuma Sugbudu, who later became the central bank governor. I can tell you that it's a major need, and it also means that when we say that the fiscal and monetary are not converging, the president may eventually have somebody who can work in that capacity. Even though I have my skepticism that Mr. Tunde Ejun may eventually be elected.
Okay, we've been having this conversation as we set agenda and tax ahead of Nigeria's next minister in the area of power, oil, and also gas. Let's take a breather, and when we return, we'll try to reconnect with Paul Alaje. Paul Alaje, senior economist and partner SPM professional, joins me now live again as we continue our conversation as we set on tax setting for Nigerian next minister of finance, power and oil and gas. Mr. Paul, many thanks for having you back. Now let's continue your thoughts on the question concerning how the Ministry of Power, Oil and Gas fared under the immediate past administration.
The Ministry of what?
Ministry of Power, Finance and Oil and Gas. What is your overview of their performance?
I will tell you that the Ministry of Power performed extremely poorly. The performance was very poor. This is because at least towards the end, the second term of President Buhari, you saw that transmission company was almost packing up almost every 2 months. People might have forgotten, but what I advise people to do is to on the internet. You see how the transmission lines were patching up from Abuja to different parts of the country. And there were days where we saw a counter claim and counter claim by giving operator within the sector from the generation company to transmission to generation company. And there were days when Nigeria were unable to. So that's it. We have a situation where the discos were not even able to distribute light up to 1,000 megawatts. And that reality is still on today. So I will tell you that ministry did not perform well enough. So maybe the operators within the ministry, they couldn't exactly solution to electric power supply in Nigeria. For that, in fact, the minister and the minister of state, I mentioned this, for that disappointed Nigeria. Under President Buhari and the then Minister of Petroleum, we saw a monumental theft, crime, organized crime, new media that where people connected names or homes to a national line. And this, according to the revelation that was revealed, was gone for 6 years. They were cutting away with Nigerian oil in the deep sea with a ship, and it was on for 6 years. You can't give that sense apart from even the capital of petrol in Nigeria. We saw when the global oil is increasing because of what you say. Nigeria could not benefit from it. How do you say that ministry has done well? And when it got to final, in 2015, Nigeria was only 12 million. But the ministry was doing it, added approximately 60 trillion naira to the debt profile. Those were not ministries that make people happy. Maybe, I don't want to sound like a city, but we will mention ministries that will make us relatively happy, which include the Ministry of Works, announcing other works. We saw what the former governor of Lagos said. Several roads for completion. And secondly, you talk of the Ministry of what's it called? What do we call the Ministry of Transport? Under road started and completed Lagos Ibadan. Started and completed Lagos Ibadan. Started and completed what is happening? Completed what Jonathan started talking about Kaduna rail line. And even started but unable to complete Kaduna to Kano to Niger. So President Buhari had men that worked, but unfortunately, most of the men performed extremely poorly. Talking about the three ministries we spoke about today: Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Petroleum and Gas, Ministry of Alati, Ministry of Power. The three ministries were not called. To my expectation, and I can tell you, I will even rate them below 40%. You know, they really perform very poorly. I'm below expectation of them. My prayer, I hope, that we have a new sheriff in town, President Bola Tinubu, is that where President Buhari failed to be performed, and others where President perform relatively well, to be even do much better. Thank you very much.
So finally now, to wrap up this conversation, based on what you touch light on, let's look at some of the loopholes that the incoming or the next Minister of Finance, Power, Petroleum and Gas will have to overcome. What kind of ministers should we be having, and what kind of policies and innovation they need to put in place to avoid the pitfalls, or better see the loopholes of their predecessors?
Yes, is a trap for Minister of Finance. You heard that management of this publicly announced yesterday that the government should be ready. The next Minister of Finance must be very, very dedicated, finding alternative ways of generating revenue rather than using the traditional methods of generating revenue. Must also be sure as to how to make expenditure happen. These are the realities that this government must do. So we need a minister that will go beyond politicians. Unfortunately, Nigeria is so traditional. The method of appointing minister is purely via giving politicians, which is the reason why we might be destroying ourselves. Number two, when you look at the Ministry of Petroleum, we need somebody who not just understands, but is willing to be truthful to Nigeria. We want a situation where oil sets the end, and now that we have private refinery, we will be able to meet up with our open quota, and this sends to the private refinery, then we can have not just revenue as the country, but more important, we can also reduce the cost of PMS that is skyrocketing. People have said in the long run, we're going to see the price fall. If you don't manage the variable, the price may even increase. So who is that person, that man, that woman, that will make this happen? It's left for President Tinubu to decide who he appoints as his minister. Lastly, the person that we call for power, that's the most important ministry. I can tell you, if the president gets his country, then forget about anything that you might think he has achieved now. Very quickly, the media will go against it, the entire Nigeria will go against it. The most important ministry is that ministry of power. And I hope that that person that will come will not just be talking of generating 10,000 megawatts, they will be talking of generating not less than 20,000 and making a minimum of 10 to 15,000 megawatts available, especially for factories. Thank you so very much.
Paul, before I let you go now, appointment of new ministers, the criteria, should it be based on competence or loyalty?
Well, both are important. It must be 100% competence and 100% loyalty. I've not said this to forget for the people that are active politicians alone. If somebody is a politician or a former governor, a former senator, if he does not have competence in that regard, I don't think he should be given a ministerial appointment. I think what he needs is people that are competent in themselves and become loyal. Loyalty does not mean you're a member of a political party. When check most of our politicians today, they're not even loyal to their original political party where they came from. Many of them have left from one party to the other. So you cannot measure loyalty because you're a member of a political party. Loyalty is specific, loyalty is after. So I'm hoping that those are the kind of persons that the president will choose as members of the cabinet.
But there's the much we can take on this segment of the program. I'd like to say a big thank you to you, Paul Alaji, partner and senior economics SPM professionals, for making our time to be on the show this morning.
Thank you so very much for having me.